Hey guys, how you doing? I got cut off earlier on. It's a shame. These things happen with the internet, so I've restarted the live stream and we'll continue where I left off. Hopefully the internet's going to be fine now. So yeah, I don't know why it's happening, because this hotel was really good. The connection's great. I think the security on my laptop, any sort of threats, and then it shuts it down. So it should be all right now. So if you was on the last live stream, I was talking passionately about how to get yourself to face your fear and anxiety of speaking to women, and what is the solution. And I'm going to reiterate that and continue in this one and answer your questions. Hopefully we're going to get everyone back, because I did have about 19, 20 people on. So apologies, I can't help this technological problems. But that's all right. We'll keep going. It's not the end of the world. So yeah, I'm not going to let this stop me. This happens quite a lot, so that's fine. It's good, because I'm going to be talking today really about managing stress and anxiety and getting stronger and getting through it and building confidence and getting the results that you want. So let's just give a few more minutes so we can pick this up, more people can join this live stream. So where were we? Yeah, clue is in the title. So the reason why I'm talking about this is because it's the most relevant. It's the most relevant sticking point that my students or clients have, and that's getting past the anxiety and the fear and facing it and being able to deal with it and move past it and build confidence. Just make sure that it's hello. Yeah, it's working fine. So leave any questions you've got, and I'm going to answer them for you in the chat box. So yeah, try and keep the questions, guys, relevant to what I'm talking about. So any questions on, how to approach women, how to be confident speaking to women, how to get dates, how to get a girlfriend, how to get laid. This is what we're going to be talking about today, specifically the practical element of actually going up and speaking to women. As I said, I just came from, I did one approach today, and I wasn't planning to approach. I was going to just take care of business and do my live stream and answer some questions and take care of some clients that I'm working with, bookings. But I decided to do an approach. And the first approach I did, a nice American girl, we got a good conversation going, and we went for an instant date. And I had a couple of beers with her, and it was a 3 hour date. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. And then I cut it short. She's not here for a long time, and it inspired me to talk about this on the live stream, talk about dealing with anxiety or social anxiety, especially with women, helping men to overcome this problem. And just coming back to what has always worked for me, what I've always found the only truth is, you've got to learn to deal with anxiety. You've got to learn to manage it, not let it overwhelm you and stop you from expressing yourself and speaking to them and moving forward and going on dates with them. And if you don't, then it's going to mess you up. You know, you're gonna be where I was 13 years ago, where maybe some of you are now, where you're just lonely all the time, you're just scared all the time, you're just feeling insecure, you're not moving forward. Have I ever wanted to get with an old woman? Yeah, and I've done it. It's kind of one of my goals to do this that I've done. I wouldn't say I would have a fear of that now, because I've experienced that, and that's not really one of my goals, so it's not relevant. But I've attracted older women along the 13 years of doing this and teaching. I think what I'm really going to be covering today and teaching is the mindset, because what I realize is, the mindset that most people are in, which is fear and anxiety and worry and doubt, and not wanting to get uncomfortable or wanting to be exposed or get rejected or get successful, or any of the above. That mindset is almost impossible to get results when you're in that mindset, because basically in that mindset you're not going to do anything, you're not going to approach, you won't do it. You'll just be where you are, which is probably books, videos, and your current comfort zone, the life that you're living, what you're doing from day to day. So you've got to change your mindset, and you've got to get into more of a, you've got to become more of an opportunist. You've got to be more spontaneous, definitely more braver than what you're being, and willing to get rejected, and willing to get uncomfortable, and willing to get socially awkward. And that's the mindset where all of the success happens. The confidence is gained there. And that's the mindset that I've developed through years of practice. And this is what I'm teaching people on the 6 weeks transformation program, inadvertently or directly or indirectly, because the normal mindset of most human beings is they're not going to face their fears. They're not going to challenge themselves. They're not going to admit to having anxiety or shyness or insecurity or worries about rejection, because they're too scared to admit that. So I think, like I've said, the first step is you have to admit to your own fears and insecurities, at least to yourself. You don't have to go and tell the whole world and broadcast it on social media. But if you can't admit that to yourself, then you're never going to overcome it, because only really you can change you. So that's the sort of first step. When you've done that, then, as I said, you've got to go from the fearful mindset to what I would call the courageous mindset. And that's how I was able to get a success today and go on a date with a woman I've just met on the street in 5 minutes. Make her at least interested enough to want to go and have a beer with me straight away, which we did, and have a really good connection and talk for 3 hours, because I've changed the mindset. I've changed my mindset from, I don't want to bother a girl, I don't want to go up to her, I'm scared about it might go wrong. You can't be in that mindset. You can't be in that mindset and succeed. It's quite difficult. So the mindset's got to be, I'm open to everything, man. I'm open that I might get rejected. I'm open to, I might be successful. I'm open to discomfort, a lot of discomfort actually. You've got to go through a lot of discomfort, but if you go through that, then you can have all the comfort in the world. So it's an exchange. Most people are not willing to exchange what is necessary, and you cannot avoid it to get the results. And the exchange is your emotional comfort. You've got to get uncomfortable emotionally, and then you get the results that you want, and that's how you gain confidence. So I'm really just going to be talking about that today, because I realized that the mindset that probably most of you are in that watch my videos and live streams, that mindset's failing you. So you've got to get out of one mindset and into another mindset, which is courage, being courageous. If I could nail it down to a description or an identity, and in that mindset, everything's possible. Everything's possible. Absolutely everything. Because I've done it. I've walked the path. I've come back tell my experience, and it's been a consistent experience. I'm not sure, no, this is hundreds of positive experiences that I've had with women, me, and also if you exclude what the experiences I've had, I've continued to have, what I've taught other guys to have, and I see every week. I'm speaking from current experience and past and present. So my first approach today, walked up to a girl that I've never met in my life. I don't know who she is. I thought she was from Poland. Excuse me, hi there. I just saw you. Are you from Poland by any chance? No, I'm not from Poland. I'm from America, from the States. Oh, okay, great. Oh, okay. What are you doing in London? Oh, I'm just here on a holiday. I've been here for a couple of days. What are you up to right now? Well, I'm not really doing anything. That's it. That's me and her talking. After 5-10 minutes, she likes films. I like films. She likes Marvel films, Venom, Batman, Spider-Man, Superman. I like those films. We build a connection. But I've initiated it. It's me that's walked up to have the courage. You have to change the mindset. You need to be courageous. Anything other than that just won't do, because you will be paralyzed with fear and anxiety, and you will not take those steps that you need to go and speak to a girl. And that is ultimately what's going to conquer the anxiety, build the confidence, and get you the results that you want. So if that's understood, the next step for you guys should be to go and do that. And if you, for whatever reason, cannot possibly do that right now, reach out, take my 6 week program, and I will help you to do that. Undoubtedly, if you are willing to do the training. So it takes two to tango. Yeah, okay, I'll leave this live stream up. And, all the things that you guys are touching on, these are all, I'm only here because I did what I'm telling you to do. So I'm not telling any of you to do what I haven't done, what I was initially insecure and scared to do. So I'm no different. Just a little bit braver, that's all. That's all I am, a little bit more braver. You can be as brave as you want, braver than I am, and get the results. I want to encourage you, I wish, man, I wish I could give you the nicey stuff where there's pain-free, there's no anxiety, there's no discomfort. I can't do that for you, man, because it isn't the truth, and it just ain't what it's been true for me in my experience and loads of my students. And why would we want it to be another way? You've got to earn this to appreciate it, value it, and for you to develop as a human being. I like doing these live streams now because I've just come from an experience, like especially when I teach. I've just been coaching all week. When I do a live stream, I'm so congruent with what I'm saying because I've just come from doing it, and you guys get a sense. I find just people in life, when you're talking to people, teaching, selling, educating, sharing, debating, people believe you because they sense what you're saying is the truth. It's honest. It isn't been made up. It's not been fabricated. It's not someone who, this is just my own frustrations, excuse me, guys. It's not someone who is telling you, yeah, you can go out and be confident with women. You can sleep with a girl that you just met, on the street or in or any social situation. You can get a girlfriend. You can improve your confidence. You can change up. It's not someone telling you that hasn't done it for themselves and done it for thousands of people. It's someone who's done it and who's so passionate that I just get it out, That's why it just comes out. Just going to tell people the truth because it works. But yeah, I'll be honest with you, it ain't easy. It's not supposed to be. It's not comfortable. But if you change the mindset, it's a piece of piss. It is easy, and it's a roller coaster. It's a ride, as Bill Hicks used to say. It's a ride. It has ups, it has downs, like any Rocky story. But for you to not embark on this journey or experience, you're losing out, man. You're losing out on everything, man. Seriously, it's life-changing. It's life-saving. And that's why I keep repeating the same thing, because it's the truth. And anything else has got no value in it. It's not the truth. So the truth is, if you want to conquer your anxiety, be more confident with women, be able to speak to women, you've got to fucking man up. I'm sorry, guys. I've got to say this. I'm sorry to swear. I don't want to swear. But it's part of my personality You've got to throw yourself in there. You've got to get in the boxing ring. You've got to get in these social situations that are uncomfortable. It's still not comfortable for me all the time. It's not. I'm an introvert. I'm shy. I'm deep down, if you strip me down, I'm a shy person who would rather avoid eye contact. I'd rather not be around groups of people. I would rather not be on the live stream. I'd rather not people judging me all on the internet. But I've got to be me. I've got to follow my purpose. I can't lie to myself and I can't lie to others. It's too painful. It's so great to do this. And I know that you guys are the same, that you want to do this. That's why you're on the, you wouldn't be on the live stream otherwise. You wouldn't be invested in the videos. So why not invest in taking the next step and getting into the fear, you know? I'll be straight with you guys. I'm not afraid to be honest. I've been on 3 dates this week. Now, out of the 3 dates I've been on, all 3 girls, I haven't kissed any of them. I haven't had sex with them. They're not my girlfriends, but I've done it. I've tried. I've tried, man, and I feel great about it. But the next girl could be the next one. But only before 2018, because we've just come into 2019, I had great success. I'm not blowing my trumpet. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm telling you, I fail, I succeed, I'm confident. I get nervous as well sometimes. But the point is, I'm doing it. I'm living it. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And that's what I want to share with other people. And there's not enough people on the internet who they're not telling the truth. It frustrates me because I'm like, why don't you just fucking tell people the truth instead of telling them 50% the truth and then leaving all of the you know. I don't know. I get a sense you guys know what I'm saying. Yeah, I've been on 3 dates in a week. Yeah, for where I come from, it's a miracle, isn't it? I come from a place where I couldn't even get a date in a year, not even in 4 years. You know, I was a virgin until 21. I was a late starter. You know, I lost my virginity to a prostitute. I'm not ashamed to say that. I'm not ashamed back then because I was struggling. I didn't know what I know now. I didn't have the confidence and the courage back then. But then after that, before my 22nd birthday, I met a girl, a real girl in real time on a course who was beautiful, who actually was more into me. And then that was the first girl I slept with that was real, you know, honest. And then from there, I developed. And that's why I get passionate when I talk about it, because I have a natural frustration because we do live in a culture that's not honest. It's not. I'm sorry, it's not. You know, they just don't tell the truth. They just talk about, they glamorize it, and I don't need to glamorize what I teach because it's already glamorous, but it's ugly too because there's a lot of pain in it. But it's worth it. It's worth it to develop and get this. You know. Of course, I get in my head. Come on, man. What do you guys think? I'm human, man. I'm human, and that's the misconception. People think when you're successful at something, you never resort back to your old self. Of course I do. I sometimes I feel insecure. Of course I get in my head, but the difference is I can get myself back into a confident mindset and get me out of this place. If that makes sense. So maybe that's not what you guys want to hear, and maybe that's not what I want to tell you, but the truth's the truth, and what can you do? I'd love to say to you, I never get in my head, guys. I never suffer with any social anxiety. I'm always confident. I'm always getting laid. I'm always getting numbers. It's not the truth. I can't live up to that. I've got insecurities too. I'm not perfect. And I don't think anyone else is either. And, you know, for the ones who are going to say all this, they're not being honest. But within all that, within all of these, you know, mistakes and insecurities, I always manage to get the job done. And that's kind of what I like about myself. And that's kind of what I want to encourage other people to do, because I know you're like me, you're not perfect. But let's not take away the fact that you've got greatness in you, and so have I. So within all that, I just want to be honest with people and tell them the truth, because I mean, what other motivation would I have? I mean, of course, there's always going to be some element of selfishness because I'm human, I've got an ego. But within the selfishness and my own needs as a human being, which I've got to eat and live, make a living, I really want to share the truth with people. And that's what I'm doing. I've been doing that for 8 years now, and just get a little bit more braver to continue to share this truth and see where it gets me, where it gets other people. So far, it's changed my life. It's changed my client's life. And all of them say to me, Johnny, I signed up with you because you're honest. And some of the other companies, you know, I'm not putting them down. They're not honest. They're they don't show what you show. They only show the good bits, or they only talk about the good bits. I'll talk about the bad bits because if you're not prepared, your naivety is going to get you smashed in this game. You're going to be smashed to pieces, and I don't really want people to go through that because you're gonna suffer more than you need to. So it's better that I tell you the truth because then you can go out prepared, and it will be more rewarding for you. So you got to suffer. You have got to deliberately suffer to grow and get good at this. Do I take help from someone for receiving honest feedback about your approaches, or do you evaluate yourself? Good question. Listen, I'm always open. I'm always willing to learn, and if someone can give me some constructive feedback, I will listen to them if it can improve me. But a lot of the stuff on the internet is negative, and it's coming from people that don't have the experience I do and haven't got the results I've got. So I'm not really going to listen to it if it's just coming out of narcissism and jealousy, which is a different form of feedback. But yeah, my feedbacks from the experience is what teach me. So I'm always learning, always growing, and I learn from women as well. I learn from my mistakes. So to answer your question, I would say yes and no. Depends on who's giving me the feedback. I'm not going to listen to someone who's not facing their fears in their own life and who is not honest with themselves. But if there's one of my friends who are really growing and they're going out and facing their fears and developing, then I will listen to what they've got to say. But I think my frustration as a coach and as someone who's teaching and learning is that a lot of people don't want the truth. They want a fictional version of the truth. So they want a dating coach to come along, give them a 5-step method that's never going to get them rejection with women. They're never going to get turned down. They're never going to get awkward. It isn't plausible. It's not realistic, and it's not true. And it's not honest. So I'm not teaching that. I'm not teaching that nonsense. It's not true, and it will not actually help you get results with women. To sleep with beautiful women, and I've done it. You've got to go through a lot of shit. But if you're willing to go for that shit, then you will relish the results. And most men today, I'm sorry to say it, they're cowards, they're weak, they quit as soon as they get turned down, they quit. As soon as the going gets tough, they're finished. I wasn't designed like that. My father didn't bring me up like that. So for that being said, you guys need to toughen up. I don't know everything about all of you. I might make a mistake. I'm willing to make that mistake. Some of you might be going out really pushing yourself, but what I can sense, most of you're not doing it, and that's why I really can tell you'd benefit from my coaching. Now, I won't work with everyone because not everyone is right, but a lot of you would be right for my coaching, and you would benefit from it. It would change your life, but you've got to make that leap of faith and turn up and sign up and come and do the coaching. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't teach from the books. What I teach is raw truth. It's practical. Yeah. I don't meditate. I meditate when I teach. I'm meditating now. I meditate when I speak to women. When I speak, when I do public talks. If I hit a punch bag, or if I'm walking down the street. So I suppose that's my full meditation. What I can promise you is, if you face your anxiety of talking to women, you will feel a lot better about yourself. Your confidence, your self-esteem will go up, and you will get the results women that you want. You will get laid. You will get on dates. You will get a girlfriend, or you'll get several dates. You'll get the results. You've got to do the work. I think it's really bad that society today is attacking masculinity because, strength and the whole sort of world and most of the things that are valuable have been built on masculinity. So that's my view on it. I'm not going to go into it. I don't want to go into it long. I want to focus on what I'm talking about today. Obviously people feel very emotional about these things, but that's my view on it. What's my biggest lesson I learned last year? My biggest lesson was that I didn't face enough fear in my own life. I should have faced more fears because I could grow more, and I should stop underestimating the benefits of deliberate suffering, conscious suffering, in order to grow and be better in life. I didn't I undervalued it and I underestimated it. So that's what I've taken into this year, which is why this year there's no avoidance, there's no protecting myself. I'm going all out. I'm facing every fear in front of me. I'm going straight into it. I'm going to get rejected. I'm going to get judged. I'm going to risk everything because I want to. I don't want to be running from the truth. And I enjoy living like this. The joy. You know what, Mark? Well done because you tried. There's no shame in going out. There's no shame in going out and failing and getting scared. That is part of getting there. So stay on it. And like I said, have a serious think about the mentorship. Because on the mentorship, you can come scared. It's fine to be scared, but you will not bail out when I'm with you. You will approach. You will do all the approaches that you need to do, and you'll get. And that will be everything to getting the results you want. Yeah, well done, Mark, for trying. Listen, man. Um, I'm a strong believer in this. You cannot fault a man who's trying or a woman. It's admirable. There's nothing cowardly about it. So well done. Yeah, you should come to London. You should do if you can't do a 6 week program, do a weekend program. Invest in a weekend, 2 days, 2 days of your life to gain this experience. It'll be you'll be having a different conversation with me yourself after the weekend. But I'm not going to force you, pressure you. You do what you feel is right for you. Follow what your intuition is telling you. Yeah, I'm gonna travel this year. Well, I've travelled outside the UK already. I've been to Birmingham and Brighton, and I've been abroad. I'm going to be doing more travelling this year. A lot more action taken. Yeah, I don't want to be comfortable this year. I mean, I've not been comfortable for 13 years in a long, but I want to be more uncomfortable. Comfortable for me is boring. It's depressing. It's too easy. I can't do this stuff no more. So I'm kind of motivating myself, and I know I'll help more people. I've got to get uncomfortable to help more people, and to go big time, be bigger. So I encourage anyone who would like to do that to do it. And there's no better time than now. Like the mind, you have to be careful because your mind it will always say, it's not a good idea to face fear. And you have to override that and say, I'm doing it anyway. You've got to get past the mind. It's what holding you back. Can I share a really bad experience about approaching? Tell us what's the worst thing that will happen to us. Well, I mean, I can only say from my experience of approaching for 13 years, not 16 years, coming up to 14 years maybe, like, I think the worst thing that's happened to me is that I approached a woman who was actually a professional escort, and I didn't know it because I thought she was the regular girl, and we went for an instant date, and she told me that's not that bad. I didn't end up paying for her services, and I just eventually left. She was actually a nice person. So if that's bad, nothing happened. I've never been hit by a woman or hurt. Nothing really. Maybe feeling awkward several times. Nothing really bad. I can't think of anything bad. Johnny, what's your thoughts on diet plan on this? I'm going to be honest with you. You may disagree with me. Listen, I know diet's important, but I think diet is irrelevant. Whether you've got a shit diet or a good diet, if you can't face anxiety and man up and have courage, what's the diet going to do? Like what I'm saying is, it's not the diet, it's you. I approached women when I first started on a bad diet. I've approached women on a good diet, but the diet is irrelevant. Now, the diet might make you feel better, and that is important. But can you pull the trigger? Let's not get caught up in no fat. in hypnotherapy, in meditation, all these things, irrespective of being able to walk up to a woman, you need balls and courage. And if you can't do that, then all these things are just a waste of time. Well, I consider myself to be spiritual, yes, but not in the mumbo jumbo sense, not in a new age spirituality. I went for a stage that's not me. I would say more stoic, more my background is more of a Christian background, but I'm more of a practical person, more psychological. But I have a spiritual way about me as well, but not in the fuzzy way, not all this kind of new age stuff. I don't subscribe to it. One of the key things I'm going to share today, Scott, I've answered this question many times. I've got a bit bored of it. I'm not having a go at you, but I've been doing this for so long, so I can approach in any situation. I've met girls in nightclubs or streets. I've been a veteran. I've been doing this for 13 years, teaching for 8 years. So it's kind of irrelevant for me whether it's a club or the street. But I prefer the daytime. I'm not really a heavy drinker. I'm not into the nightclub scene. I did all that in my 20s, so it doesn't really appeal to me. But to answer your question, I can approach anywhere. I've approached in all different situations. I've got results from clubs, streets, bars, abroad, all different situations. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. Right. What most of you are doing wrong, what I believe to be wrong, you're trying to figure out a method that's going to relieve your anxiety and get you the results of women outside of the actual approach, outside of the confrontation in the sense of socially going up and talking. But the method doesn't lie outside; it lies in the situation. So when you put yourself in situations with approaching women, social situations, approaching on the street, coffee shop, could be anywhere. It's irrelevant. Principle same. In the situation, that will give you the method. It will tell you. You'll know: am I still too insecure? Am I too anxious? Do I stutter a lot? Can I not come up with the right thing to say? It will expose you, and that's good because whatever comes up, you'll then have more. You'll then get the experience, and then you'll know what to do better next time. But you ain't going to get that outside of the approach. So it's all about doing the approach. It's all about getting into the fear and letting the fear teach you the situation. And the girl will teach you indirectly anyway. You'll learn from experience.
How's everything? Everything okay?
It's great, man. Yeah.
How's good? The cappuccino?
The cappuccino is actually really nice. I might start going on to them instead of coffee latte. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Less milk.
It's less milk, yeah, and it was a bit more thinner.
Yeah.
Can I go for a water, please?
Yeah, glass of water, of course.
Thank you, man.
I'll get it for you.
Yeah, Vivek. I mean, without being arrogant, I know that's true. So you know in your heart what I'm saying to be true. The reason why it's a bit of salt to swallow, is because you're human, we're all human, and we don't want to suffer. We don't want to succumb to the truth, which is, but what I'm trying to say, if you can change your mindset, you're not going to suffer for nothing. You're going to suffer for the greater good of man, yourself, and you're going to get the results. But that's what I've learned. When I say no one wants to suffer, that's kind of a bit inaccurate because all my students who work with me, they suffer and they get the results. But on a scale of things, most people, they don't want to suffer emotionally. Thank you. Cheers. Okay, this is what I'm going to share with you, right? This is one of the key things that got me results because I always get asked this. I come to a point in my life several times. The first time was about 22, when it was so painful to be me. I didn't like who I was. My life was too painful. There was nothing to look forward to. I hated it. And I thought to myself, I can't live like this no more. So it was easier to then go into the fear, go through the pain of facing the fear, because there was such a great reward. So I call it good and bad suffering. The bad suffering is probably where most of you are at now, where you're not really facing the fear, you're denying it, you're not going to your full potential, you're not continuing to go out and get and develop yourself. So your life has to become unbearable, and then you'll start changing it. And I've found most of the clients that I can help the best, the ones that where they've got to a stage in life where it's just too painful to stay where they are. They have to move forward. And that's when they get the coaching, and that's when they change their life around and get results with women. Yeah, you have to hit rock bottom. You have to hit a place where you've just had enough. You can't do it anymore, and then you immediately become strong. It's funny because the greatest strength can often come when you're at your worst, when you're most. I've created great successful women from sheer insecurity and self-doubt, and that's probably where most of you've got to do it from. So I've come from insecurity and self-doubt to confidence, self-assurance, and then abundance. Yeah. Well, to start trusting women when you've been cheated on, you personally got to want to trust them again. So I can't force you to open up your heart and trust anyone, me, women. That's got to be a decision you've got to make. And when you decide that you're going to decide to start trusting women, that's the answer to your question. Yeah, you have to trust yourself, and you develop self-trust through facing the fear. All of the teachings in the fear, facing it, all of it is, it's invaluable. So fear's been my teacher. And it's what great people do. Very successful people, boxers, athletes, coaches, guys that are great with women, they're very disciplined and constantly pushing themselves into discomfort, constantly being able to handle stress and anxiety, constantly being able to push past worry and all of the sort of internal negative conversations that everyone goes through. Another key thing as well, if you don't focus too much on the result that you want with women, paradoxically, well, that even made sense, I'm trying to make sense, you will get the result anyway. The main focus is facing the fear. Yeah, and the fact that you have depression and anxiety, and women make it feel worse, is the fact that you've got all that because you're avoiding women. Women is what you're running from, and that's what happened to me in my life. I suffered all throughout my early 20s. I had anxiety and depression all the time, panic attacks, diarrhea, mental health problems, because I wasn't facing the very thing that would relieve me of my anxiety, depression, mental health problems, panic attacks, and that was actually eventually getting a relationship with a woman. And when I got that, all of my anxiety, most of it went, and my mental health got better, and I wasn't depressed anymore. So the happiness actually lies in you facing the fear and getting on the other side of it. And I've spoken about growth and courage and confidence. Just get practical. When you get practical, the whole universe, people know you are the real deal. You're being serious about it, and that's being honest, about self-honesty and the practice of honesty. Face the fear. Feel the fear, do it anyway. If you stop letting fear, if you don't allow fear to be an excuse, you're unstoppable. Yeah, IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, is a part of anxiety, I believe. I've also, I'm going to put a link here. Check out my 30-day program. This online program is really popular. It's sold all around the world. It's been selling for 3 years consistently, and it's called the Berba 30-day anxiety program. So what it says on the title, it helps you to conquer anxiety and to approach women and build confidence and speak to them. And it also has 20 videos, all practical videos, where I demonstrate and I break down. And it gives you a 30-day course. So it gives you exercises to do from day 1 to day 30. And it's really going to help you. So check it out. The link's there. And it's less than €50. It's dead cheap. Massive value. Yeah, and also as well, like, you've got to stop feeling sorry for yourself. That ain't gonna help. Like, if that helped, if feeling sorry for yourself worked, I tell you guys to keep doing it. It doesn't work. It makes it worse. Self-pity, blaming. I've been all there. I've done it. It doesn't work. What you need to do is, if you haven't been in a relationship for 5 years, you've got to invest in your time and energy in going out and facing your fears and finding a relationship and building a relationship with yourself. And this is what I do on my 6-week transformation program. I mentor you and coach you for 6 weeks and help you to get into a relationship, help to build your confidence, and help you to get out of the place that you're at now. Another thing actually that has helped me a lot, and a lot of the guys, my friends I've been coaching on the 6-week program lately, is also as well, if you focus on actually developing a relationship with yourself. So when you're going out to meet women, of course you want to meet women and that's the goal, but even more so, the goal is for you to feel good about who you are and to develop your confidence and courage. And a byproduct is that you're going to meet a woman, because women are attracted to confident men that have more high self-esteem, that have got a purpose in life, that are taking action, that are being masculine. So what I'm saying to you is you can kill 2 birds in 1 stone. And that's what I do for my clients on the 6-week transformation program. It's always been a great byproduct of the coaching that I offer, which is taking guys out and helping them to speak to women, and then teaching them how to have a conversation, how to get a date, the texting, the date itself. So the entire process, and the side effects are, the consequences are side effects. Consequences are you get a lot of confidence in yourself, and that is irrelevant of just speaking to women. It's in everything. I've been great, Blaine. I just came back from an instant date for 3 hours with a girl. I approached one girl today. I'm inspiring you guys. I went through it. It was great. A girl from America. And, that's what's possible for all of you if you do it. Well, man, you're 38, and if you don't push yourself right now, you're gonna be 39, 40. So do it now. 38 is still young. I was working with a recent client who's 46 and he took action. I'm working with another client. He's 50 and he's just completed my 6-week program. He's signed up for another one because he's got such good results. He wants to work with me longer. So he's 50 doing it. There's no excuses. I'm not a spring chicken either. I'm 35, so you're only 3 years older than me, and I'm out doing it. I'm single again. I just said I've been on 3 dates in a week and a half now, and I've got a busy life. I teach. I've got so many things. I've got family. I've got friends. I'm not making excuses. I'm out there looking myself. So failure equals success. You've got to get off your ass. You've got to start doing it. Otherwise, no one cares. You're complaining. No one's listening. My oldest client, I think I've had, has been in his 60s. It was a scientist, great guy. So in the 60s. But age plays no part. Makes no difference to me how old people are. It's all about their being committed to doing the coaching, doing the work. And it's fun when you live like this. you wake up every day with a sense. Like I wake up every day with a sense of purpose and excitement, and of course there's fear and anxiety there because I'm moving forward. I'm being brave, putting myself out there. But there's a sense of I'm excited about what I'm going to learn. I'm going to grow. I'm going to meet new people. I'm going to help people. It gives you a great sense of excitement and passion. That's what I'm sure. That's what you guys want. Yeah, of course. All my clients, I go on the street and approach with them. That's the whole point of the 6 weeks coaching. I'm like one of my clients from America. He said what he loved about my coaching and what I do. He said, "You walk, you do the dirty work. You walk through the mud with your clients. You're not sitting in some office, while they go out and approach. You're next to them. You do it with them. You're supporting them every step of the way." And that's what I do on the 6 week program. I take you out. I'm with you all the time, watching you, inspiring you. If you get rejected, I'm lifting you up. When you get success, I'm helping you to go forward. And it's not just about I need a woman or I want to be attracted. It's actually about developing yourself as a person, as a man. You got to somewhat. All of you have got to be selfish to yourself. Everyone has to. No one's going to care about you probably more than yourself. Your family obviously do, but you're with yourself 24 hours a day, so you've got to be responsible for you. Jordan Peterson spoke about that. I agree with him. Personal accountability, responsibility. You've got to take care of you, because otherwise, who else is going to? If any of you are interested in booking my 6 weeks program and having me take you out and teach you how to meet and attract women and overcome your anxiety, my email is here. I'll send you my address so you can email me. If you've got any questions about the coaching, I'm friendly and approachable. So you can email me at johnnyberba@gmail.com. Yeah, that's true, Lebby. That's what's so great, that I grow with every person I teach. They grow, I grow. It's like a 50-50 relationship. As I'm teaching them, they're teaching me back a lot. So it's a great growing experience. And that's what I mean. With every person I coach in a 6 week program, when they finish and they get really good results, I've got more confidence then to coach the next person, and then the next. It builds a constant momentum. That's the same with going out and approaching women. With every girl you approach, it gives you more confidence to approach the next one. With every date that you get, it gives you more confidence to go into the next date. With every relationship that you have with a woman, it will give you more confidence to go into the next relationship. Generally, in most cases, confidence breeds confidence. But if you do nothing and you just go online watching videos and keep reading books and meditating, you ain't going to gain any confidence. You're just going to, what you're going to do is you're going to gain more fear and anxiety. Now's the time to take action, not tomorrow, not next week, not next month. You've already been doing that. I can guarantee all of you have been saying, I'm going to approach next week. I'm going to do it next year. I'll do it when I get a six pack. I'll do it when I feel secure. I'll do it when I stop being anxious. You stay in that mindset, you ain't going to get anything. You've got to do it now. You've got to work with all your issues. Move forward with all your issues, and your issues will start falling away. Don't just quote poems, because everyone's quoting poems. Some of you are doing it now. Be a person who actually goes out and does it for real, and then you can quote poems because it will be from a real experience. I can quote poems because I'm going out and doing this for real. I'm doing it on a daily basis, not like, oh, I do it once every 6 months. You won't develop like that. You've got to be consistent and dedicated and obsessed. So I see going out and approaching women as a vehicle, as a medium of personal development, or personal improvement, self-discovery, whatever you want to call it. It's a way that a man can develop himself, or a woman if that matters, or anyone, age, young or old. I don't discriminate. I work with, youngsters, 19. I work with guys in their 20s, guys in their 30s, guys in their early 40s, late 40s, 50s, 60s. It makes no difference to me. What is important? They've got the right attitude, the attitude that I want to learn, I want to grow, and I'm going to go through with it and face it. I'm not going to be a loudmouth or cocky or brash or say that I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and when it comes down, I don't do squat. You've got to be a man of your word. You've got to have integrity. You've got to back up what you're going to say. Having a wingman, if you've got a good wingman, it helps. If you've got someone that's positive and willing to push themselves, but I would say for a certain period it helps, but you've also got to do it on your own. But I think better than the wingman, just get a coach, just hire me, because I've got the experience. And when you pay someone, when you pay me, you'll be much more invested because you spent money, and I will be more invested to help you because you paid me, even though I'm helping you for free now anyway, and I love doing that, and I will do it. But what I'm saying is, I'll be more invested in helping you than a wingman off a forum. Actually, better to build wholesome friendships. Yeah? When you say Imran, are you speaking to me about my friend Imran or someone else? I can't tell. So all I'm doing now in this conversation, just no, Imran's not still working with me. He's a good guy. Both Imran's great guys. What I was going to say, my purpose of this conversation today is to have a conversation that will inspire you to take action and get you out of the books and the theory and get you actually doing it. And that's when you're going to get the results. Well, you've got to change that. You've got to, that's not nothing to be ashamed of. That's a good goal to get a girlfriend. But your conversation is negative, that fate has conspired you to make that impossible. You're making that impossible. So, and you're saying you'll have an ugly woman, but you're not taking action. So part of you stopping you, no one else, not fate, not God, not the universe, you're stopping you. Part of you stopping you. So to stop stopping yourself, why not get in touch and have me mentor you? I can mentor you over Skype for 6 weeks, or maybe even I might have to mentor you just for an hour over Skype or in person. But take the next step, guys. Guys, make a decision. Take the next step. That is leaving the house, going out, and just going at it, approaching women. Or take my mentorship. It's very easy. The way that you go about arranging mentorship with me is by emailing me. My email address is Johnny Berba 88@gmail.com. I answer all my own emails. Like my friend Claude says, I'm not a big shot. I don't have a team doing it. I answer it. There's my personal email address. If any of you are interested in getting coaching, email me. It doesnn't matter that you're 5'6", bald and Indian. That's irrelevant. I've worked with clients from all different backgrounds. I've had loads of Indian clients. Do the work, and you'll gain confidence, and you'll get a woman. Invest. Don't be afraid. Guys, let me know if you've enjoyed this live stream today. I'm in a strong, masculine, direct mood today. So I think, I'm confident this is going to help you. This is the truth. I don't drive a car, no. I don't even have a driver's license. I've got I'm not inspired to get a car drive. I take the tube or I get a bus or I walk. I like walking a lot, which is probably why I'm staying in pretty decent shape for my age and I'm going to the gym. So I always try to stay slim and fit. No. Cheers, man. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I think this is great because I'm not being arrogant or egotistical. This information's changed my life and it's been great for me. And I didn't get it through some book or even some guru. I got it from life, going out and doing this stuff and being curious and not knowing what the fuck I'm doing. Sorry to swear, I got passion there. And then it was revealed to me. Should I see a doctor? Social media, like, I don't know. You got to make that decision. I'm not a doctor. but you know, I am in the business of fixing people's hearts. I've got a lot of experience, and I've mentored doctors. So if your social anxiety is that bad, then go and get professional help. I definitely recommend that. But if you feel that I can help you, get in touch, because I've helped a lot of people with social anxiety. If not everyone who comes to me has got some form of social anxiety. So who's ready to take the next step? The next step is having me mentor you and hold you accountable for your goals with women. That could be talking to women, getting on dates, whatever. I'm dating Bruce Lee, fair enough. And I am drinking water, and I do agree that water can flow or it can crash or it can fit into a bottle or a teapot. I'm a big Bruce Lee fan as well. I liked him growing up. Well, you're brave, you're honest, 35 and you're a virgin. Well done for having the courage to admit that. Now let's work on changing it. That's okay. Yeah, you can take medication if you need that. Wow, it's 11 already. It's gone quick. We're going to go for a couple minutes and we're going to finish. I've enjoyed it today so much that the time's just gone quick. So if any of you guys are ready to take the next step, I do a Skype coaching. I can mentor you over Skype if you would like that. If you email me, how do I make a payment? Yeah, you can make the payment through PayPal or bank transfer. Both work for me. And we can talk on Skype, no problem. France. So email me and then we can set that up very simply. I would love to help you. I'd be really happy to help you. Yeah, if you're living in India, then we could do Skype and you could pay through the PayPal. So I'll give you my email address. Do you want me to give it to you again? Have you got it? It's Johnny Berba 88. I can give you, obviously I'm not going to give my bank details online. I can give you them in the email. So I can email you. Just email me tonight and I'll get back to you tonight. And we can set that up. I'm on my laptop, so no problem. No, I can send bank details, but through email. Here's my email, mate. Look, it's Johnny. Just email me now, and then I'll get it. Johnny Berba 88 at gmail.com. So there's my email, France Jones Smith. I don't know if that's your real name. It's Johnny Berba 88. Email me there. That's fine. You can't form a coaching. You can start with a 30-day program this week. That will help you a lot. That will be like, that's taking the next step as far as I'm concerned. The next step is you guys going out approaching by yourself or with a friend. That is taking the next step. That's where I want to get you to. Or you hiring me and I go out and coach you and help you to approach and teach you. Or I coach you over Skype and then get you to do it. One way or another, the next step is you actually facing the fear and doing it. It's 4:30 right now in India. Okay, it's only 11 in London. There's a time difference, but that's all right. Well, that's no problem. Yeah, sleep. Just email me a week later. You're welcome, man. I'm looking forward to your email, France. How you doing, Phyllis? Good day, man. Sorry, I'm just multitasking a bit. I want to do the coaching in London. I want to do the coaching in London. Great. Then email me. If any of you are interested in coaching, you've got to email that. It's my email address, so I'm having to write it out again. Johnny Berba 88 at gmail.com. So if anyone is interested in coaching with me in London or over Skype, however you prefer, there's my email address. And I'm really good at getting back on email, and I'm friendly and do things straightforward. I've just got to nip to the toilet, guys. I'm going to be about 30 seconds. I need to have a quick toilet break. We can discuss the price of the coaching in the email, because the price depends on how long you want to work, and each program is different. So I can let you know on the email. I need to learn how much coaching that you want to do, and I can tell you the price. But I'll tell you that in email. Right, I'm just going to use the toilet. I'll be back in a sec, guys. Hey, gentlemen, I'm back. Okay, awesome. Let's answer some questions. How can he guarantee you a girlfriend? No, of course, I can't guarantee anyone a girlfriend. You can't make those types of claims. What I can guarantee, for sure, is that anyone who does coaching with me will gain a lot more confidence. That's an understatement. And the likelihood is that the chances of getting a girlfriend are going to be a lot more likely. But I can't guarantee people wives, girlfriends. I wouldn't do that. And no one can do that for sure. But if you gain confidence, then those things are likely to come. And a lot of my clients have got girlfriends. One of my clients got married, had a son. But at the same time, we can't guarantee we're going to see the next day. Right. Moving away from the topic of, moving back to what we're talking about, trying to keep us on topic. We've been talking today in this live stream about how to conquer anxiety, basically, how to actually face your fear and gain confidence of women by doing it. Any more question, guys? Yeah, man, for sure. I really do. I really care about my clients. I give everything to make sure the clients get results and support them. There's no doubt about that. Wrong question. Wrong question. How long did it take me to get rid of AA? I'll still get AA. You can never fully get rid of it in that sense. But I'm really good at dealing with it and getting past it and getting the result. So it's like saying to someone, how long did it take you to fully remove fear in your life? You can't fully remove fear. It's part of being human. But you can become desensitized. You can learn to deal with it better. So that would be a better answer for your question. Good night, my friend. Okay, great. I'll look forward to your email tomorrow. Okay, Rajesh, great. Look forward to it tomorrow. Yeah, I'm still doing the talks in London once a month. Fearless events. Is there anyone who's been watching this live stream that has wanted to ask me a question, but maybe too scared or too nervous, or force yourself, face the fear and ask the question, and then I can help you more. Don't be shy, or be shy and face the fear anyway. Because we're going to be finishing up soon. I've been on this now for over an hour, and I did 40 minutes before. Any questions? And anyone interested in taking their dating life to the next level and hiring me to coach you and take you out and walk you through your fears of speaking to women and approaching them and getting them attracted to you and getting on dates and finding a girlfriend, or at least going on several dates, I can help you with that. Email me. A couple more minutes and then we'll finish up. Thanks for coming on the live stream and subscribe to the channel. You're welcome, Mark. I'm glad that you're getting a lot out of this. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Great, man. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping to do. Bring a lot of value to the live stream. Just bring things that I know that are going to help people based on real experience, me and my clients. What is consistently works. Nice one, Levy. Having a great week. Any last questions? We'll do a couple more minutes and then we're going to round this up. No more questions. Well, if anyone's got any other questions that they want to ask me, personal ones, you can email me. Good night, Vivek. Okay, here's my email address. If you want to book coaching or ask me any questions, my email johnnyberba@gmail.com. You can check out my programs and you can watch my free videos as well, right? Join my upcoming live streams. So I will see you guys soon, all right? Nice one, bye.